Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to make this bracelet, which is the reverse triple twisted chain bracelet. This was named by @KitKatrina7 on Instagram. Go follow her on Instagram. For this bracelet, you will need your rainbow loom, rubber bands, your hook, and an S-clip. You will need 113 rubber bands. If you're doing rainbow like me, then you will need 22 red bands, 18 orange bands, 18 yellow bands, 18 green bands, 18 blue bands, and 19 purple bands. Let's lay our rubber bands. Your rainbow loom will need to be in the staggered position, the arrow facing away from you. You're going to take 2 rubber bands of your first colour and place them from this middle peg to the peg on the left. Now, you're going to take 2 more rubber bands, place them from this left peg to the left peg in front of it. Take 2 more rubber bands and place them from the left peg here to the peg in the middle here. Now, you're going to take a single rubber band and place it from the middle peg to the middle peg in front of it. Now you are half done. You're going to take 2 more rubber bands and place them from the middle peg to the peg on the right. Now you just have to make it look like the other side by taking 2 more rubber bands, placing them from this right peg to the peg in front of it. And then finish it off by taking 2 more rubber bands and placing them from the peg on the right to the peg in the middle here. It should now look like a heart or a chevron. Now I am going to show you how to lay the rest of your rubber bands. Take 2 rubber bands of your next colour and place them from this peg to this peg. Take 2 more rubber bands of the same colour and place them from this peg to this peg. Take 2 more rubber bands and place them from this peg to the peg in the middle. Now, take a single rubber band and place it from this middle peg to this middle peg. Now, finish off your second heart with 2 more rubber bands from this middle peg to the right peg. You are going to continue doing this up your loom. Once you have repeated that step up your loom, it should look like this. If you had already counted out your bands, you should have 1 left. For me, it is purple. This is going to be your cap band. You are going to need to turn your loom around so the arrows are facing towards you. You are then going to push the bands down on this middle peg and wrap your last band around it twice. Now you are ready to start the hooking process. I am now going to start the hooking process. First, you are going to stick your hook inside this capping band and pull the top band on your peg. Sometimes your cap band can fall off when you try to do this, and if it does, then try wrapping it around the peg 3 times rather than 2. Once you've done this, you're going to go underneath the capping band again and pull out your single rubber band and pull it to this peg. After this, you're going to go back in the capping band, pull out the last rubber band and pull it to this peg on the right. That is the first bit done. Now, you're going to go inside all these bands and get the double band on this peg and pull it to the peg in front of it. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, but make sure you have 2 bands. Now, you're going to repeat the same thing with the next set of bands, which for me is blue. You're going to go to this middle peg, pull the top band, and pull it to the left. Make sure these bands are pushed down. Then you're going to go back into the middle and pull your single band and pull it forwards. Go back into the middle, pull your last band and pull it to the right. Make sure you push these bands down again. Now you're going to go underneath the bands on the left, making sure you have 2 bands on your hook, and pull them forward. You're going to do the same thing on the right, again, making sure that you have 2 bands. Now you're going to repeat these same steps all the way up your loom. Once you have repeated these steps up your loom, it should look like this. But when you get to the end, you'll probably be wondering what to do with these last 4 bands. You're simply going to stick your hook in these bands on the left and pull them into the middle, and then do the same on the right. Now it is time to learn how to take it off your loom. Now I am going to show you how to take your braces off your loom and make an extension for it. For this part you will need 26 rubber bands, your braces on your loom, an S-clip and your hook. To start, you're going to stick your hook through all of the rubber bands in this peg. Then you're going to take 2 rubber bands, put them on the end of your hook, and I like to hold them with my finger. You're then going to pull them through all of these rubber bands and place the side back on the hook. If you pull this to the middle, it can make it easier. Now, you're going to take another 2 rubber bands, put them on the end of your hook, and pull these 4 rubber bands over. You're going to continue this for the rest of your rubber bands. Once you have repeated that step for the rest of your bands, you should have something that looks like this. It's now time to add your S-clip. Make sure it catches all of your bands. And make sure it doesn't fall out. Now, we can remove our bracelet from the loom. To make it easier, I like to unhook all of the pieces on the side. Just repeat this all the way up here. And all the way up here. Once you have repeated that step all the way along your loom, it should look like this. Now, you're just going to stick your hook on all of the single chains all down the middle. It will probably just pop off because it's quite tight. Now, just fasten your bracelet on the other side, and it's ready for you to wear. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make the reverse triple twisted chain with me. Thank you for watching.